What's up guys, Jake here. Today I'm reviewing Shaun the Sheep. So Shaun the Sheep is a new stop motion animated film by the same studio who brought us things like Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run, which for me were huge parts of my childhood. I really enjoyed those animated films. They were just really awesome. Yeah, you should check them out if you've never seen Chicken Run or Wallace and Gromit, because they're freaking awesome. So I was really excited when a new stop motion film by those same studios were making a feature-length film. But then I found out that I guess this movie came out like last year or something over in Europe, which is crazy. I guess it was so popular that the USA is like, man, we go get some of that. But yeah, I watched this movie and it was freaking awesome. I truly loved this movie. It was so fun and entertaining. It had this really lighthearted, childlike tone to it, but it still dealt with some emotionally impactful things like losing who you are, losing your whole life, and kind of having to rebuild. It deals with a lot of interesting and cool stuff. I'm not going to spoil the story for you because the story is actually a pretty big part of it, and I really enjoyed it. It's a very compelling story, while be it a simple story. It's not very complex. This is not a very complex movie either. It has no dialogue in it. It's a lot of grunting and moaning, which if you don't like things like that, you may want to stray away from this, but I strongly recommend, if you're a little hesitant about it, you go see it anyway, because some of the greatest movies of all time were silent. WALL-E and The Artist come to mind, two fantastically and incredibly well-made films, both silent films. But yeah, Shaun the Sheep is a very interesting, compelling story, and what really I have to admire about it is the animation. I really love stop-motion animation, just for the simple fact that it doesn't, not that the fact that it looks all that amazing, because it looks really good in my opinion, but it takes so much time and intricate detail to make it look good. If these guys slip up, even for a scene, it'll throw off the animation completely. It takes so much time and effort and very much thought to put into each and every single aspect of the scene to make it look right. And I have to admire that. Even if you don't like stop motion animation, you have to give it up to these guys for putting a lot of time and passion into this movie. Overall, this is probably one of my favorite animations I've seen in a long time. It had a very good and fun story. This is a type of movie, if you want to go to the theaters and if you just want to relax and kick back and just have a good time, this is the movie for you. If you want to laugh at some really funny and just kid-like jokes, this is for you, because it's just a good time. That's really all I can say about it. It's really well made, it's very well animated and all that stuff, and the story's good, it's very well written too. But for me, it's very fun and lighthearted. It's not like Mission Impossible where you're on the edge of your seat the whole time. It's not like The Gift where it leaves you wondering at the end of the movie, or it leaves you on the edge of your seat for all those intense scenes. It's not like The Avengers or Mad Max where it's an adrenaline jump. It's just one where you can kick back, throw your feet up, throw some popcorn in your mouth, and just have a good fun time. So that's all I'm going to say about this movie. Really check it out if you haven't seen it. I don't think it's going to be in theaters for too much longer, just because of the fact that it's not doing too well at the box office, and that's to be expected. It's not a very popular idea of stop motion. It doesn't make too much nowadays, which is really upsetting. Yeah, there's that. Also, people are wondering, because of my last review of Straight Outta Compton, I didn't give it a score, and I apologize for that, but I am done with scores. I forgot to mention that in my channel update of things that I'm changing about my channel. I changed my name. I'm doing away with scores. It's very unconventional, but that's fine because I don't like scores. I don't like to rank movies based on that. I feel like movies are too subjective and they're more opinion-based to give movies scores, and I feel like people focus too much on the score. People will sit through my 5-minute reviews and see that I gave a movie an 8, and they'll be like, why didn't you give it a 9? Why didn't you give it a 10? Oh, that's too high. Maybe you should have given it a 6. I don't want you to focus on my scores. I want you to focus on what I actually said about the movie. So that's why I'm getting rid of scores. I just want people to focus more about what I say about the movies. It's either a great movie, a horrible movie, a good movie, a bad movie, and I'll say that in my review. So I don't want to do scores anymore. I'm done with that. It's out the window. Goodbye. Woohoo. Goodbye. I am Jake, and if you want to hear more from me, you should definitely hit that subscribe button. Make sure to like this video. Check out some of my other ones. I just did a review on Straight Outta Compton, and I'm out.